Okay. So, welcome to everyone. And if you want, you can turn on your webcam in order that we see each other. We have to work together for a few months, and you will receive practical, theoretical, and concrete inputs and support for robotics versus bullying. My name is Stefano Cobello. I'm coordinating a national network of education institutions in Italy, more than 4,000. And I'm also with Elena Milli, she's a psychotherapist here, and Cecilia De Paula, that you see here. We are coordinating this project. This is a European project. It's a key activity-free policy reform and for social environment project. Very shortly, the aim of this project is to transfer something innovative that we already experimented in Italy since 4 years with the Clementoni company. Clementoni company is partner, they are partner of this project. And we experimented with hundreds of teachers and schools and kids, the educational robotics through Clementoni robots, the small robots that you will see, you will very familiar at the end of this training course, because they're very cheap and very useful. We are not dealing straightly to coding. Coding is something that comes, but it's not the main aim. The main aim is to help children through robotics game to be aware of what the bullying is and how to find, by their own way, a solution. On the website, roboticsvsbullying.net, there are already some activities, some are in Italian. We are uploading some of them translated into English very soon for this training course. But there will be more and more because we are working on some scenarios with some platform, thanks to Cecilia and other teachers, Sara Salardi, and to propose to you and Pirgo and all the partners. So this is as concerned in Italy. This project has a lot of partners from all over Europe. Exactly, I think 10 partners from 9 countries, if I remember correctly. And so I want to introduce to you now Marian Blanco from Valladolid, Spain, the region Castilla y León. Marian?
Yes, this is me. I am Marian Blanco. I work, as Stefano said, on the Regional Ministry of Education of the region of Castilla y León, that is on the middle north of Spain, 1 hour from Madrid, far. And I work for the Equity and Educational Administrative Unit. I work on this project together with Ana Cabero, that should be here somewhere. Yes. And it's a couple of years, I think, since we started also implementing this topic on the region, thanks to an initial training course together with Stefano and his team, Elena, Mili, and other teachers he named it also. And we realized this is a very interesting topic, meaningful and useful for fighting against bullying at the schools and for creating collaborative and inclusive environments, educational environments. So I'm happy of welcoming every of you here.
Okay, thank you, Mariam. Very, very concise and very precise as usual, indeed. I will give the word now to our friend from Ushak, Ahmed.
I'm here. Yes, I am here. I'm Ahmet Yurdakul from Uşak. I work for Uşak Directorate of National Education. Turkey. Yes, in Turkey. And I'm very happy to be in this project. In fact, locally, we also work on robots. And at this moment, we have a project, local project, creating robot places for schools. So this project is very useful for us, and I'm very happy. I'm very glad to be in this project.
Okay, thank you, Ahmed. And nice to see you here.
And at this moment we have a project, local project, creating robot places for schools. So this project is very useful for us. I'm very happy. I'm very glad to be in this project.
Okay, I want to introduce to you Jurgita.
Nice to
from
see
Lithuania.
And we, at this moment, we have a project, local project, creating robot places for schools. So this project is very useful for us. I'm very happy. I'm very glad to be in this project.
Okay, I want to introduce to you Jurgita.
Nice to
from
see
Lithuania.
Okay, hello everybody. I am Jurgita Vaitiekūnienė from Lithuania, and I am Education Center Director. We work with teachers, seniors, and our adults. And I would like to say Stefano for inviting to be partner in this innovation project. And I hope that this training course will be useful for all teachers and exactly for Lithuania teachers. And now we are implementing 6 Erasmus Plus projects with Stefano and Elena. And I hope this evening will be very nice. And I am very glad to see you everybody here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry for my interruption before, but I had a voice coming from the registration and I don't know why it was coming into the circle. Thank you, Jurgita, from the cold Lithuania, you said today. Okay. Now we have here our friend Pirvu Ionica from Synaptica NGO in Bucharest, Romania.
Hi everybody, good evening. Pirvu, Romania, Bucharest. Synaptica, it's an NGO dealing with different type of projects, culture, educational, environment, rural areas, and so on. The project seems to be very interesting. It's rather new in Romania, this approach to use robots in educational environment and mostly against bullying, which is quite a topic in many schools, in many places. So I'm really very curious, as many of you, to see and to learn what it's about.
Thank you very much, Pirvu. I'm sorry. I will put offline my smartphone, otherwise I will be disturbed all the time. Okay, I would like to give a word to our friend from Poland, Maciek from Arid NGO.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Maciek Dymacz. I'm from Poland, from south part of Poland, from Kraków, where I represent the association, NGO, non-governmental organization called ARID. We are working already more than 10 years in the European projects. We are developing also the area of our work in school education. So this project, thanks to Stefano, we were invited to this project. This is one of the most interesting projects in our portfolio. And I'm sure it will be very fruitful for everybody because the topic is very interesting and very also necessary. So thank you again, Stefano, for inviting, for organizing, and let's start.
Okay, now we got a few more partners to introduce to you, Iglika Angelova, and she's always with us anyway. So, but from Bulgaria, from Sofia.
Hello to everybody. I'm very glad to be here. I would like to introduce the company, not just only the country, but actually Kite Expert is a group of researchers and innovation in the education, a group of experts. The technology have been the most important part in research, how we can use it at school. But also we would like to invite everybody who has good ideas and interesting topics to develop for Bulgarian teachers. Let's start, Stefano, my friend.
Okay.
We are working together a lot of years, so nothing more to say. I have no passion to start. Thank you.
Very lovely. Thank you, Iglika. Now I want to know if there is anyone from Burgos University, Spain. Liana?
I'm here.
Oh, great. I couldn't see you. Oh, lovely.
Hello.
Now we see only your eyes.
I see.
Oh.
Now you can see me. I don't know what happened now.
Please, all the other, turn off the microphone for the moment, please.
Okay. I cannot see myself, but okay.
I can see you. We can see you.
Okay. Well, I'm Elena Greca from University of Burgos. Here we have other partners, other colleagues who are going to develop part of the course that are related with psychology and on learning. And we have developed before this project one with Stefano and their group related with robotics with kids, and was quite successful. And I think we can bring some kind of experience. And now we are really trying to see how we can work with this problem of bullying through robotics.
Okay, we are thanking you for hosting this training course with your university, because it's your university that will provide university credits for those who will fulfill the activities. Now we have here Marina and Bojan. Which one of you would you like to introduce Friends for Education from North Macedonia? I think the master, Marina.
Bojan, of course.
Or Marina. I wanted Marina.
My name is Bojan Vasilev. I'm the president of Friends of Education. We are an NGO based here in North Macedonia. We are the largest NGO that is dealing with teachers. We have over around 500 teachers participants, and they're all eager to learn something new. There are a lot of teachers interested in this project. A couple of them are here with us today. So we'll find a way to deal with bullying through robotics, and we are very eager to start.
Wow. We have such a strong partnership with a lot of experiences in robotics, educational robotics. And so we trust you indeed since many years. And I don't know if there is anyone from Portugal, from Make It Better NGO, Cuba town. I don't know, because they are quite busy today. Jose, I cannot see all the participants. You are 89, I cannot scroll down. Anyway, they will have the chance to introduce themselves later on. You see, those are not partners of a European project. They are friends. We are a group of a bunch of people, to use a Shakespearean word, bunch of brothers. And all of us are member of another bigger organization, which is a community network called Nobody Less for pro-social values. And every European project we are joining is coming from that bigger and integrated into this bigger content called Nobody Less. So if any one of you would like to get information, you have here your national representative, and you can contact them, or you can look in internet about community network, nobodyless.org. Nobodyless.org is the website. Well, let's start then. Well, what's going on today? Today we will explain, first of all, the training course, what's going to happen, how it's divided, and then how to, to do all the bureaucratics and explain to you portfolio, how proceeding, and so on. And at the same time, also, we will introduce to you, we will answer to your question, because we are sure that you have a lot of questions. Just give me a while. I'm opening the website. Okay, and I'm sharing my screen with you. Just a second. I'm opening the training course. Okay. So, 1 second. I'm opening project training course. Okay, this is an online part of this training course, and there is a separate part that will be fulfilled afterwards, I think in the autumn, and in Poland, if I'm correct. In Krakow, Maciek, am I correct?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course, because he will host this technical and 1 week of training course in Poland. There are two separate parts, and the second part is only for very few participants selected from those who would like to apply and participate. So we have a maximum number defined by the University of 230 teachers. Luckily, we stay into a comfortable number, which is 150 about participants. So the first part today, we will introduce to you, Mariam Blanco will introduce to you with me and Ileana Dufranc from Burgos University, what is the portfolio, how to held, and your joining the Moodle platform, how to upload material, to recover the password, and all the practical things, and what's going on in the project. And please, partners, anytime you want to add anything, just stop me and say something. It's more than welcome. So there will be an introduction on 24th of February, an introduction about what is robotics, educational robotics, and robotics versus bullying. And Kino Information Technology Education from Bulgaria, Glika, and she's a wonderful pedagogist. She will explain and introduce to you the proximal learning environment that could be created with robotics, and how kids interact into the robotics environment, and how they metabolize and pass a lot of information and educational strategies. So we will talk about educational robotics, robots useful tools, and so on, what you see here, etc. Everything is coming from this zone of proximal development by Vygotsky. But not only, there are some other pedagogists influenced that will help us in this task. Then there will be introduction to bullying and its psychosocial dynamics. Here we have also, once again, Mariam Blanco and her teachers from Castilla y León, but also Elena Milli, Italian psychotherapist. She's been working for many years in the psychology of the victim and the bullier, and also in the psychology in robotics versus bullying. So you'll have some more detail, and then you can ask really any kind of question on the chat. And within one training course module to the other, we will try to provide you all the material, references, answer as possible. Please, I will upload afterwards when Mariam will start to talk. Here again, the link on Viber app on smartphone, because we are using that app as a continuous for the training course. Of course. Then there will be activities for preventing bullying. We already experimented in Lithuania and also in Spain, but they became much better than the master. So the pupils, the Lithuanian partners and Castilla y León, they improved a lot what we proposed to them many years ago. And so they will provide to you a very, very beautiful activities and lots of strategies, especially how the perspective of the teacher roles changes and all the communication skills into this cooperative environment. Then on April, we will have a relationship between parents and school to prevent bullying, the role of parents and schools, because parents has to be included in this educational space to prevent bullying, because those activities are very made to prevent bullying, not to solve the problem, not to identify the bullier, but just to create an attitude by kids that self-prevent bullying. Okay, and we will talk about on April the robot games and material available. We will have a lot of platform and game for you to test and also to try in your schools. And then the first approach, how to use robotics, organization, modality, and so on. We divided into, okay. And then there will be a part will happen in Poland. There are no limits in the world of fantasy, a little bit theoretical and practical module for 7 hours a day, I hope less, but minimum 5 hours. You will have the chance, those who will participate will have the chance to experiment every kind of possible strategies, educational strategies to prevent bullying, diverting thinking, creativity, think outside the box, everything already experimented, already tested or already validated by us and by the partners. So we are navigating into a comfort space, delivering, transmitting, and maybe involving you into use something that already has been validated and demonstrated as a very, very effective in classroom. So there will be a house storytelling using education robotics activities, and then you will see, you will have to experiment. We have a Google group. I hope all of you are into the Google group and you receive email. If you don't receive it, write here in the chat and write your email. I will add all of you there. Here, there will be the link, as you see on the website, with the streaming. And underneath, I will upload every time the slides and everything being shown during this meeting. This is concerning the website. Everything is clear. Do you have questions? Maybe I've been too fast, or if you want to ask me anything, this is okay. Okay, no, thank you. So please, Mariam.
Okay.
Can you start, share your screen and start?
Yes, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, well, someone has a problem with the video, doesn't start. Someone, okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk all of you. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, but I
go for it.
Okay. There is something with the hand up. I don't know if somebody wants to ask something before.
Mariam, you
Yes?
can proceed on.
Okay, I'm going to explain you how to create the teacher's portfolio and why a teacher's portfolio. As Stefano said, this course is going to be certified by Burgos University of Burgos, and they needed a tool to assess your participation and your learning process in the course. So I'm going to introduce the educational portfolio. What is an educational portfolio? The educational portfolio is both a learning and assessment tool. It's nothing about bureaucratic work for you. It will be very useful as teachers or as educational interested people. And the educational portfolio is useful for the learning to contribute with his or her tasks with activities on a certain topic. It's also a multi-dimensional process. It means you can express yourself by collecting evidence of your learning, illustrating them, either writing or with picture, with photo, with any kind of way of expression of the learning process you will develop along this training course. And why a portfolio? The first reason is this one I explained you, because it's need for certifying in the course with the university, and also these are on the background. We think the traditional evaluation process focus only on the summative model. So it means the learners usually answer a series of questions, and by that they get the points, on in this case the 35, but it's linked with the memory and usually is not meaningful for the professional development, especially when we are already adults and with experience on the educational field. Also because we think that approaching to a self-evaluation as a tool of personal and professional development can give learners the chance to follow their own path of learning and give a kind of empowerment on the activities, on the contents you are learning and getting knowledge about by this course. Also because on the portfolio, you can reflect how would you apply all that knowledge you will get from here on your classroom practice. And finally, because on the literature about the topic, we have found that portfolio is one of the most useful tools for allowing learners to offer not only the results of their learning activity, also the results, but also the process. And it's a flexible tool because it will allow you as learners to use different forms of action and expression, adaptable to your particular environment, in you work on a school or in any other educational environment or other. And it will allow us as trainers to personalize the evaluation or the assessment we would like to talk about instead of evaluation. And the portfolio, once you start to be familiar with the tool, will enhance your autonomy, creativity, cooperation between your colleagues and also between you all participants of this course. I would like to give you some advantages of the portfolio. The first one is that it provides comprehensive learning. So it's not only about the results, it's not only about content, it's a very it's global, a global view of about your learning process. The results, that is the portfolio, the document or you will create, can be shared with other colleagues or other teachers. So you can be enriched by other colleagues also. As I told before, it promotes the autonomy of the learning by arising reflective and critical thinking that we think is clue for in the way of our professional development also. The portfolio also, as flexible, provides the possibility of diversify the frameworks of expression. So you can give evidence of your learning process in different ways. And then it's personal. So there you won't find two like the same. Each of you will create something different, and it will be a source of enrichment for everybody. And it evaluates not only final products, but also the process. Some disadvantages of drawbacks for this is if you are not familiar, if this is the first time you are going to use this assessment tool, you might feel maybe a bit insecure about if you are doing it well or not, but we are here to support you, especially on the beginning. Once you start, you will see you are going to do it right, because it's always right when you express and you offer the process you are following in your learning. And then another drawback is for the trainer, because not having a summative evaluation implies the trainer or the teacher have to change the teaching style. So it's not expected to give you a speech and only expect you to answer some series of questions. No, it implies for the trainer to be supportive and to be behind you in case you need clarification. So it implies a different teaching style. As we know, this is the first time for some of you to use this tool. We will provide you with a table of content for the portfolio. Now I'm going to explain you what is the table of content, what are the chapters we said, but you won't need to create the portfolio. Later on, we will see that it is already created on the Moodle platform. But I'm going to give you a global idea of which are the chapters you will need to fill in for creating your portfolio. The first one is the presentation. On this chapter of the portfolio, we will ask you to write about yourself, your organization, the school, the classroom, or your educational environment. Also on the presentation, you will need to include, if you are working in a school, the number of pupils you have, if it is rural or urban.
A ver, ya estoy, soy medio persona.
Sorry. Okay,
Una
I'm
voz desactiva.
I go on. Also the number of teachers of your school or any other information you think can be relevant and interesting, because I think we are more than 150 about, and each of you will be able of seeing the other portfolio. So it's important for us to know each other, to present our environment and to know where we are before starting the portfolio. The second point of the portfolio will be about your previous ideas, also your motivations and for this course and the expectations you have on the topic. So you will need to answer some questions like, what do you know about robotics? What do you know about bullying? Or how can you explain in your words what is bullying in school and outside the school? Did bullying in a school environment affect only the interaction between pupils? You can answer and also make your reflection and all your previous ideas about the topic of this course. How you understand robotics versus bullying? What are your motivations? What were your motivations for applying to this course? And what are your expectations about? But all of this you will have on the Moodle platform, all the questions also. Then after the two previous points, that is the presentation and your motivations and expectation, there will be some chapters about the training. On this portfolio chapter, that is the third point, there will be sub-chapters for each module. There are 6 modules, I think. So, and each of one will have the space for you to write on there, and we will ask you to answer some questions that will help us to assess about the course. You can fill in when you can, when you have time, but it's advisable if you can fill in after each session. So when we develop module 1, that is the next one, the next day, you can go into the Moodle platform and fill in with answering the questions. I'm going to show you the questions. The questions are the same for all the modules. So it sets example because we are only going to see module 1, but module 2 will have also the same question, and module 3, 4, 5, and so on. In each module, we will ask you to answer what do you think about the module, write about the content, the technical infrastructure, duration, presentation, interaction with the trainer. You will reflect, and you will provide us information about all of these content within the module, and it will be the same for the rest of the modules. And until here is during the training. Then they will have some things to fill in the portfolio after the training course, because you will need, we think maybe you can do while, but you can do after also, because it depends on your individual on what are you doing, if you work in the school or no, you can do this year, this if you have pupils this year of not. We have very different situations between all of you participants. So after the training course, there is point 4, how can I introduce activities related to robotics versus bullying on my classroom, or if you don't work on a school or but in another environment, on your educational environment. And for building your activities, we provide you some questions that we think that can be helpful for you to introduce activities related with the topic of this course. The first step is, if you think on making robotics a permanent part of your teaching activity, which strategies, resources, and skills you need, how would you introduce it in your classroom? So it will give you the chance to reflect on this portfolio, how you are going to do it in your real classroom or educational environment. Then think on 3 objectives that are not many, a big number of objectives, but enough to start to work with your classroom about the topic. And then describe how you're going to do or how you plan to implement future robotics versus bullying teaching activities. If you start to implement, you can add pictures or short movies also in the portfolio. And then sometimes happen that when we start to implement an innovative activity or something new in our classroom, what we are doing, the same classroom dynamic make us to think new ideas for future pedagogical activities or projects. So in the portfolio, you will have the space and the place where to collect those ideas that will arise from your practical activities in the school. And then this is adaptable to your possibilities. We will ask you to upload a 3 or 4 minute video to summarize the process from the training course to the activities developed at the school. But if you have not the possibility of video recording, you can upload pictures and make somehow a graphic summary of all this process you are starting today, and that will finish with implementing some activities and to introduce this topic on your classroom. But in case you cannot implement activities this year, because maybe there are countries in a lockdown now, do as much as you can and in the way you can, and contact us and tell us your situation. And then the final point of the portfolio would be the final feedback, the conclusion. That is as answering to the question, do you think the use of educational robots in the school environment for preventing bullying is a good approach, and why? So you can write here as much as you please. If you want to write more, to give us a more extensive conclusion, not only answer to this question, it's very much welcome, of course. And then I'm going to introduce the Moodle platform and where to find the portfolio there. The portfolio of this training course is included on the Moodle platform. And as I explained you will be able of writing, upload pictures, videos, or whatever you please to create your own portfolio. As participants, you all will have a personal portfolio. All portfolios will be visible for all participants, but only you will have the permission to edit your one. So you will need to find your name in the portfolio. So in summarizing, you will see everybody's portfolio, but can only add content to yours. I think you all have received your the link to the Moodle platform, but anyway, we wanted to include here also the link for you to have it available in the presentation. So once you go to the to the university, to this link. You will need to fill in with user and password. And attention, this is very important for those who are not Spanish speakers, because the first time you will access to the Moodle platform, by default, the page is in Spanish. So once you get into the platform, here is my name, but it will appear yours. We will see later. I can share my screen later after the presentation to see to make you for you to see how to do it on live. Here, close to your name, there is a little arrow. You click here, and this column appears. You click on this key, and appears this. And then you have to look for this idioma preferido that is written in Spanish. Click there, and you will have this other screen. This is my name. It will appear your name. And here you click on the little arrows and choose the languages. You choose English, and Save Change is this red button. Remember, always save change. And once you have changed into English language, from that time and also next time, you will log in, you will not need to do this again. The system will automatically get English language for you. And then after changing the language, you will find here robotics versus bullying course. You have to click here, and there's the course. Important also, once you are in the course, in this, that is the screen you will see, it's very important, go here to the participants, to the participants file or site of the course, and upload a picture of you on your profile. This is important because we are so many, and we would like to, it facilitates a more personalized online interaction. So you click on the participants and you will appear. You look for your name, this is mine, and you will click on your edit profile, and there you can fill in with more data, also your city and many others. But by editing your profile, you will be able of uploading your picture. So make the picture. This is the one picture. And once you have uploaded the picture, we can go again to look for the portfolio, where the portfolio is on the platform. You have to go here, robotics versus bullying again, once you have uploaded your picture in your profile. And then you will see this screen. We have changed this during the weekend because we thought that it would going to be easier for you because you are more than 100. We have divided portfolio for countries. So if you are from Lithuania, you will see Lithuanian portfolio participants, and then your name and surnames here. And if you are for Bulgaria, you will see, we thought it was easier for you to find yourself in the Moodle platform to organize like this. And when clicking on your portfolio, you will see on a screen like this. So for starting, it's like this, the same with the chapter and the questions here. For you to start to write on it, you need to click on this button, editing on. Have a look to this right column because it's going to change when you click on turning editing on, and will appear this. So for you to start to writing on your portfolio, you will need to click on the gear. And once you click on the gear, it's only clicking on that logo. You will get to the editor, and you can write here in case you want to see all of this, the font and the font size and so on, you can click on this draw and it will display the toolbar completely. And on this word editor, you can add pictures or videos, just writing as much as you want. It's like any other editor, similar to Word or whatever editor you are familiar to use. And ready to start, okay, respect. Once you will start to fill in your portfolio, it is normal if you have some doubts about. Most of them should, I think, will be technical or practical, like going into the Moodle and or something like that. But you will have available this presentation. You can follow it in case you need some clarification. But in case it's not enough and you still have some doubts, just keep calm and keep more calm, because the Moodle is not easy the first time you get into it. And in case you need some help, you can write me and ask for whatever doubt you have about the portfolio. And also be aware that we are more than 100 participants and that I also have another work. So be patient. If you have some doubts, try to do this first. You can read this, and then if you have some doubts or you get desperate with the Moodle platform and the portfolio, you can write me. And I think if you want, we can do it on live once, Stefano, or for the participants.
I'm coming. Yeah, wait a moment.
And I can share my screen again with the live Moodle platform, so you will see.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. I'm uploading the link for the Robotics versus Bullying Viber chat. It's here. So install Viber in your hub and make the question there if you can, because I wouldn't have shared your email. I would have prepared, because when you write a directly emailed and the answer goes directly to one teacher, the other cannot, they cannot learn from the answer. So the chat is very useful because everyone can read the answer and can maybe solve the problem. We will prepare some frequent asked question on the website, in order that you can find some already answers and so on. I'm going to upload the material, exactly what you've been showing in PDF on the website under the video streaming link. So,
I'm going.
Do you want to
I
add
would
anything,
like to share again my screen for doing on live all of these steps. Okay.
Yeah, please. It's you managing your screen, so I didn't know that you want to share more.
If you link to the, you will get here. So you write here your user, that is your email, I think. You will have here. Yes.
And password.
And all of this is in Spanish, so click on the red thing. And as you see, the first time is all Spanish. Here is me, but it will appear you. No, but okay, it's already in English, but I'm going to change into Spanish.
Yeah, but preferences, there is idiomas, and you will see in Spanish.
In Spanish, so you can see. You will see this. Scroll until here, preference.
And then idioma
and
preferido,
then here,
language
and
preferred
click
language.
Here, and then you can, if you are Portuguese, you are lucky also. You will have Portuguese, but choose English, of course. And guardar cambios is change, keep changes. So from now on, you will have the platform, the Moodle platform in English. And then go to the robotics versus bullying. It's the only course you will have, so really. And here, before starting with the portfolio, go to the participants. Look for your name. For your surname will be easier. And Okay, there the first one, go here, click on your name in case you are, this is only an example. Ah, okay, I can't because it's not me. I need to choose myself, okay. I cannot edit any other's profile, of course, and you will not be able, so it will appear this, edit profile. You fill in with the, you can write your description if you please also. And here, you just click on the arrow and upload your picture and update profile, and that's all for uploading the picture. Then you go back to the training course here, and here you will see hidden for the students. This is because some of these were not inscribed yet, but the important is if you are for Bulgaria, you will see your name here. So just click on your portfolio, and for writing on the portfolio, just turn editing on. You will only I can edit everyone because I am administrator of this but you as participant will only be able of editing yours. And here appear the gear. So just select the chapter you want to write in. If it is the presentation, just click here, and it appears you the editor. As you see, the first time do not appear the toolbar. So just click here, and you will have everything. If you want to write here, you can write as an editor, or uploading pictures, just uploading an image or uploading videos. It's very easy using that. And when you finish of writing, you can write as much as you please. Just save change. Otherwise, you will lose, I think, your work. And then if you want to write on 3, the same.
Mariam, just a question, please. They have always to save change. Moodle will lose
Always.
everything. Always,
Yes.
please, always do whatever, save change, because it reads everything.
Yes,
okay?
but in
It's
case
very
you
important.
write something and try to go to another point, it asks you, it asks you in Spanish.
Yeah, that's a problem, but save change,
okay.
save change.
We will include this on the presentation,
Yeah,
because
that's right.
for not losing anything before, you have to click here, not here, here. Keep on the page. And save change, yes.
Okay, thank you, Mariam.
Okay.
I think it's for about portfolio, it's enough.
Yes.
If they have some problem, they will ask us. If you close your screen, I want to share something. If you have any question, please do it now. We are here to answer to you. And otherwise, we will take some few moments. I want to show you some of the robots you will be dealing with during this training course. I know that if some of you hasn't seen them yet. Okay, very quickly. Okay, you see, one of the main robots that we will use is Doc and Super Doc by Clementoni. And well, there are a lot of features, so we will describe them properly. In some other countries, you will have probably other robots like this one, or like this one, or Evolution Robot. It depends what is available in your country, because not all the robots are available in other countries. Why? What they have special that we like very much in those robots, because they are very friendly, very useful, and very educational, very attractive. We will discuss with you the perspective and the point of view of kids towards this kind of robots. But above all, they are affordable economically. They are very resistant, and they are quite easy to handle and to use and to learn how to use them. So moreover, there is another aspect. The step they move is exactly the step that we need for our scenarios. You will see some platforms, some environments. So those robots are moving 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. This allows us to have a common scenarios, and they can be used with different kinds of robots. As concerning ourselves for today, if there isn't anything else, Mariam, in the program, and we can give you appointment on our chat and to the next meeting. And I don't know if you want to say anything. It's just the introduction of that was just the introduction of the training course. So please feel free. You are 95 participants. That's great. Feel free to make any question. We're here. We have some times for you available now. It seems very silent group, this one. And I've been asking you to turn on your webcam, but some of you didn't. I don't know, all the partners that we been introduced, except the Portuguese, because they weren't present in this moment, but they will be for sure next time. They have a long experience, apart Pirvu and Maciek, in robotics. They've been training, teaching, and using in classroom with 1,000 teachers, especially Boyan, with a wonderful yearly conference organized by Friends of Education. Jurgita, since many years, she held a lot of training courses about educational robotics. Mariam Blanco as well. So the core team of this project is already collaborating since many years on robotics. And there is also a book who has been written by University of Buckingham in UK. I don't know if you can see it. The robots are here. Wait a moment. Yeah, now you can see it. I hope so. And inside there is a special article concerning robotics versus bullying, which is dedicated to our experiment. What we have experimented and tested in Italy, in Spain, and Lithuania. There will be lots of national training courses. They will continue. But what I want to tell you that we want to create some schools in every country, like a pole school for preventing bullying through robotics, with robotics. And all of you will be, those that will follow all the training course, will be appointed as tutor of robotics versus bullying. I don't know if you like it or not like it, if you understand what it's about. You will have a lot of material and competencies, how to organize and set up activities in classroom, which can be delivered to your colleagues or to other colleagues. But with you, we will organize training courses in all the countries, indeed. Am I right, Mariam? Yeah, because it's a very important topic.
Okay.
We already foreseen to have it in Poland, but there will be one in Lithuania. We will have one in Spain. I'm sure as soon as we can, we will be free to travel and so on. So in a parallel dimension, there will be online face-to-face meeting going on through this project. This project will last 3 years. We are at the year 1. We got 2 years more, because we've been losing a lot of time to this pandemic, but we have recovered, we have prepared the field for you, for your training. And so I'm thanking all of you for your participation. And if you don't have any request or any question, I have uploaded in the chat the link and of robotics versus bullying Viber chat. You already have by email and on the chat the link of the website, the one that Mariam has been showing to you, robotics versus bullying.net. And into it, there is a training course with the link of the video streaming, which is also on YouTube. So you will be able to find it everywhere. almost.
Stefano, if you may say to underline something, one of your
The
idea,
presentation, as I said, will be uploaded on the website, exactly in the link. And under the video streaming, there will be the PDF with the presentation. So please, Pirbo.
I want to underline one idea. Will be very important for all of you to try to be present to the next meetings of our training course, because it's presumably that you will be trainers of trainers in your countries. So in this respect, it's very important to try to keep close to the entire training course without the gaps. It's nice to follow the recording over YouTube or other way, but during the interaction next time and so on, you can follow and deeper your maybe new competences and skills.
Okay, differently from what Pirvo said, I'm telling you that we like to share the knowledge. So that's why there are video streaming available there. And if you cannot follow the course because some of you have problem at home or school or other meeting and so on, like some teachers missing, as you notice, there are 45 teachers missing. Yeah, is an average percentage. You can look at the video afterwards and you can share your opinion on the chat. And don't worry if you cannot follow, of course, face-to-face is better. You can make questions, you can interact. But if you cannot follow, you have the chance to look at it afterwards and to share your opinion indeed into the chat. And thank you, Pirvo, for reminding me this is very important. And if Jurgita, Maciek, Ahmed, and Iglika want to say anything before closing this first online meeting, which was faster than we'd foreseen, but it's okay. So you want to say anything? If you want, you can say something in your language for the people from your country. They prefer not.
I'll say something for the Romanians. Deocamdată comunicăm doar via e-mail, poate să reușim să ne înțelegem, vedem Zoom, Messenger sau cumva. Aș vrea să încercăm să și ajung la fiecare dintre dumneavoastră în localități, eventual cu un roboțel pentru fiecare școală.
Thank you, Pirvo. Iglika? No, silence.
I would like to say my Lithuanian.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Labas vakaras, mielas merginos. Matau, kad visos dalyvaujate. Tikiuosi, nenusigandote. Ta Moodle sistemą mes įveiksime ir turėsime nuostabų laiką visos kartu besimokydamas. Ačiū labai už pasitikėjimą.
This is amazingly beautiful to listen to the presentation in another language. It makes you all smiling. Bojan, it's your turn.
Achoo.
Achoo. Bojan.
Even for the others, you can ask questions in your mother language and
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bojan, but please speak Macedonian now.
За сите вас може и на македонски да поставите прашање, па ќе одговориме на македонски и на вас и приватно и тука. Не е проблем.
Mariam?
Mariam is silent, so it's my turn, Stefan.
Oh, Iglika, go on.
And I will speak also into Bulgarian. Колеги, благодаря ви много за вниманието и най-вече за това, че успяхте да се свържете и да направите първата крачка. От тук нататък виждате какво хубаво партньорство е. Разчитам на добрите отношения, за да може по-нататък да стане всичко както трябва. Така че успех! That's all.
Благодарим.
Thanks.
Благодари. Okay, Mariam, do you want to say something in Spanish for your...
Sí, yes. Sí, bueno, a los que habléis español, bienvenidos al curso, que creo que nos conocemos casi todos, hemos hablado en algún momento. Espero que os resulte interesante y cualquier aportación no dudéis en participar, que esperamos que sí que sea un curso participativo, no solo que estemos contando cosas nosotros.
Well, we could in the future thinking about dividing rooms of nationalities. or mixed room to work together to something. We will think something very tricky for you. Maciek, do you want to say something in Polish?
Sure. Wprawdzie nie widzę Państwa na moim ekranie tutaj, ale podejrzewam, że jesteście gdzieś tam na którymś czwartym, trzecim ekranie. Bardzo dziękuję za udział w dzisiejszym szkoleniu. Mam nadzieję, że zainteresuje Państwa tematyka, która jest moim zdaniem ciekawa. Tym bardziej, że będziemy mieć warsztaty praktyczne w Krakowie na koniec, po tym szkoleniu, jak już będzie można jeździć i ci goście wszyscy zagraniczni do nas przyjadą, więc będziemy mieć szkolenie w Krakowie, no więc to jest taka dodatkowa wartość dodana, że możemy wszyscy w tym uczestniczyć i będziemy mieć te robociki do przetestowania. Bardzo dziękuję, zapraszam za 2 tygodnie.
Dziękujemy bardzo.
Wiesław. I'm without words. Okay, Abed.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, show your face, please. Turn on your webcam. We like to
Okay,
see
my
you.
camera is
Okay.
open.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, in Turkey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm very
In
okay. I will
Turkish.
speak Turkish. Okay. Türk katılımcılar için burada olduğunuz için çok mutluyum. Bu eğitimin hepimize çok faydalı olacağını düşünüyorum. İleride robotikle ilgili projelerimizde ve aktivitelerimizde hepinizi aktif olarak görmeyi diliyorum. Çok teşekkür ederim. That's okay for me.
Teşekkürler. Thank you very much. I don't know if our Portuguese friends, they joined the meeting. Make it better, none of you. Okay, so I will complete me in Italian. Questo è stato il primo incontro del progetto europeo Robotica contro il bullismo. Vi ringrazio per la vostra partecipazione. Spero che comunque questa introduzione vi sia piaciuta e questo corso di formazione possa entusiasmarvi in futuro. Vi ringrazio per la vostra presenza e ci vediamo la prossima volta. I said thank you for your participation to this training course. I hope in the future will be a little bit interesting for you as a teacher or pedagogist in the proceeding. And I give you appointment to the next time, to the next meeting. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Grazie.
Okay. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Seară bună.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Grazie.